Astros versus Mets. DraftKings opened things up with Houston at -125 and plus money from New York. Total was set at 7.5. Justin Verlander is the scheduled starter for the Astros, and Taijuan Walker is expected to be on the hill to start for the Mets. The Mets offense has been in a slump. According to Fangraphs, over the last 10 days, they ranked 27th in offensive production. And now they have the pleasure of facing the leading candidate for the Cy Young in the American League this year. Taijuan Walker has also faced the Astros many times before because of the years he spent in Seattle. In 13 career starts versus Houston, he's got a 5-5 record with an ERA over 5.
This is bad. This is bad.
If you're a big fan of following trends, here are a couple to mulch over. Mets are 0-6 in Walker's last 5 home starts versus teams with a winning record, and the Astros are 6-0 in their last 6 road games versus opponents when the odds were between -110 and -150. The best value I found for this game was taking Houston on the first 5-inning run line at +112. Now I locked in that play on the BettorOff app with FanDuel as the book. And you can always follow any of my picks on the BettorOff app. When you tap the follow button, BettorOff sends an alert whenever a profile you follow makes another pick. With odds constantly adjusting, this will keep you ahead of the game. Getting the best odds available is vital to growing one's bankroll, so be sure to download the app. I go by Sports Dave on the app, but I'm really more of an ambassador to the BettorOff community. You see, because I find the real heavy hitters on our leaderboards, and then I promote them on this channel because they deserve the recognition for being the ones that actually prove in black and white that they're the profitable sports bettors. And I find the top dogs and I share some of their picks in these videos. If you would like free picks from people that can prove that they're winning at the sportsbook, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell. Last week, I started a contest to see who can win the most units in baseball over a 7-day period. The dates range from June 24th to June 30th. In order to qualify for this $100 Amazon card, you have to leave a comment on our YouTube channel sharing your BettorOff profile name. The winner is going to be announced in this coming Sunday's video. Now, another profile that is qualified and is within striking distance is my man drudeezy, who in the last 7 days is up over 21 units. So we're going to share one of his plays for this game. Red Sox versus Jays. DraftKings opened with Toronto as a favorite at -150 and +130 for Boston. Total was set at 8.5. Sox are sending out Nick Pivetta to start this game, and Jays are going to be giving the pill to Alex Manoah. The Red Sox are the hottest team in baseball that nobody's really talking about right now. In the month of June, they're 19-6 and are suddenly in position for a wild card spot. The Sox lineup has been the most productive unit in baseball over the last 10 days. Toronto started this month off strong. In fact, they rank as the top producing offense during the entire month of June. But somehow, they're just 5-5 in their last 10 games. Possible reason is because their bullpen ERA is close to 5 during this month. So the question becomes, can Alex Manoah cool down this Red Sox lineup and go deep into this game? drudeezy is betting against that, and he's rolling with the plus money action on this one, taking Boston at +130. He locked in his play on the BettorOff app with DraftKings as the book. Now, drudeezy is a longtime sports handicapper. He spent over a decade fine-tuning a system that he calls the Baitline system. It calculates its own odds, and when sportsbooks release their numbers, he finds the biggest discrepancies and he places bets on those games. If you would like to get more of his picks, make sure you find him on the app and hit the follow button. Our next play is coming from another user profile that's been hot lately. Over the past 7 days, Tmac has won over 22 units, so we're going to share a play from Tmac for this game. White Sox versus Angels. DraftKings opened their lines with Anaheim at -135 and Chicago getting the plus money action with the total set at 7.5. Michael Kopech is going to start things off with the Southsiders, and Shohei Ohtani is going to be the man on the hill to start for the Halos. Both pitchers have ERAs that are worth bragging about, but when you look a little closer at their xFIP numbers, Ohtani's been a certified stud. Michael Kopech, on the other hand, well, these numbers would indicate that there's been some luck involved.
Lucky?
Not to mention the Southsiders have been on a bad one. They have been hampered by injuries all year long, and they've only won 4 of the last 10 games. They even lost 3 out of 4 to the Orioles in Chicago last week, a team they've dominated in recent years. Tmac is rolling with the Angels in this one, and he locked in his play at -150. Tmac also has other picks he locked and loaded for this Wednesday, so make sure you check out his profile, especially right now because this guy's been hot. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will be back again soon to share more picks from some of BettorOff's top performers. Make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to stay locked in with us. Until next time, best of luck banging on the books.